Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
Mostly cloudy, becoming mostly sunny. Good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. We're having ourselves a pretty good day right now. The sun is out. Whatever precipitation we got is moving well to the east, although right now it is raining down in the Flint area, mostly cloudy there. There's a strip of some precipitation starting right around Flint and moving toward Port Huron. But all that activity is breaking down rather rapidly, so that should dissipate, and eventually they'll get some sun down in that part of the state. But you don't have to go too much further down 23, and then you begin to see a little bit of sun. A whole lot of rain. We'll talk about that in just a second. 64 degrees at the airport, 61 here at Radio Center, as I said, with the sun. A north breeze at 10. Not only in Midland, but also in Bay City, where it is 64 there, with at both locations. 29.80 and rising is the barometric pressure. We do have a high pressure system off to the west, so it's pushing whatever we did get overnight and early this morning out into Canada. There's some pretty heavy storms east of Michigan's Thumb, just east of Lake Huron, moving into Canada. There was a whole lot of rain to the south of the Great Lakes Bay Area, and actually over in Michigan's Thumb, we saw a number of locations pick up, at least a half inch, in most cases 3/4 of an inch in the rain gauge, the further east you got from Saginaw. And you didn't really have to go too far north to see not much of anything in the way of moisture over the last 24 hours. Northern Michigan got their rain yesterday. As we mentioned, all of that activity drifted down south as we moved through the nighttime hours. Our humidity levels were quite low, so as a result, we didn't see the precipitation that we could have seen out of those systems and out of those clouds yesterday afternoon and last evening. All we were really getting was a little bit of drizzle. Some spots did pick up a real light shower, but that was it. But after midnight, things began to come together, and we started to see a little bit heavier rainfall, and then heavier rain all from 2:30, 3 o'clock up until right around 6:30, 7 o'clock in the immediate Great Lakes Bay Area. And I'm not talking Midland out of this. In taking a look at the numbers, Midland only officially picked up 1/100th of an inch at the airport as of about 8 o'clock this morning. But you don't have to go too far south, as I mentioned, and you'll begin to see a little bit more. MBS International over the last 24 hours, they didn't even have 1/10 of an inch. But as you get a little bit further to the east, especially east of I-75, that's where the moisture began to pile up a little bit. The Bad Axe area had officially, as of 8 o'clock this morning, about 1/3 of an inch. They picked up another 1/10 or so after 8 o'clock this morning. Oil City in Midland County, they only had 6/100ths of an inch. Fillion in Michigan's Thumb had 1/10 of an inch. They picked up another 1/2, so right around 1/1500ths, 2/10 of an inch in Huron County in Fillion. Frankenmuth had a little bit better than 1/3 of an inch. Saginaw at Harry Brown Airport picked up 2/3 of an inch of rain. Caro had 3/4 of an inch. Cass City 1/2 inch. Vassar had just under 7/10. Back 40 in Richville, I was looking at a little bit better than 1/2 inch. But then you get further south, and this is very interesting. In Shiawassee County, Owasso didn't even have 1/10 of an inch. Durand had 1.1 inches of rain as of 8 o'clock this morning, and they picked up more than that. Burton in Genesee County, just under 2 inches. Goodrich, about 1.25 inches. Linden was looking at a little bit better than 1/2 inch. Again, all of these readings as of 8 o'clock this morning. And in southern Michigan, they picked up more than what these readings are. Lapeer had 0.8 of an inch. My guess is they're a little bit closer to an inch. You move into Algonac County or St. Clair County. Algonac had about 1.25 inches. Whitmore Lake, which is just north of Ann Arbor, had 1.26 inches of rain. Right now, we are looking at Ann Arbor itself. As of 8 o'clock this morning, had just under 2.5 inches of rain. Manchester had about 1.4 inches. Chelsea had 1.25 inches. Saline only picked up about 1 inch. Wyandotte better than 1 inch. Grosse Pointe Farms close to 1.5 inches. Then you get down into Lenawee County, Morenci, over 2 inches of rain there. So by and large, they picked up quite a bit. And the flood watches were, they were important because they needed them down in that part of the state. Forecast, what are we looking at? Becoming sunny in your backyard if it hasn't already. As we go through the day, we should work our way up with the help of sun to about 70, 71 degrees with a light northwest wind. Partly cloudy skies tonight, a low of 51. That northwest wind will still be around, but about 10 miles per hour or less. Sun will set this evening at 9:15, rise tomorrow morning at 5:55. Tomorrow, we're going to start off the morning with sun. It's going to be a little cooler. We're going to have a high-pressure system to the west of us, and it'll be pulling some colder air down over Michigan initially. 68 is going to be our high tomorrow, because by tomorrow afternoon, once again, there's going to be the chance of some scattered shower activity as a low-pressure system will move into Illinois and then cross through Indiana into eastern Ohio by tomorrow night into early Thursday morning. So there will be a chance of showers. Best chance will be in southern Michigan. It'll be a little bit more scattered here. Low tomorrow night of 52. Then we move back into the sun for Thursday. High over southern Minnesota is going to clear things out. 73 will be our high. 51 will be our low. Then on Friday, partly cloudy skies to start. Once again, chance of some showers moving in late in the day on Friday and Friday night. 76 for a high on Friday. Partly cloudy skies, it'll clear out. Friday night, 52. Then on Saturday, a chance of an afternoon shower once again, but that chance is going to be really spotty. 74 for a high on Saturday, 73 for a high on Sunday, 78 for a high on Monday. It looks as though Sunday and Monday should be mostly sunny for both days. So planning on any outdoor activity, that's the way it's going to shape up. Long range outlook to take us through the 20th of the month. Our temperatures for the nearby long range are still going to be a little bit below average, which is 76 in the afternoon and 56 at night. But as we get a little bit further out, I want to say after about the 15th, 16th, our temperatures are going to be a lot closer to normal. Precipitation values, for the most part, will be average for this time of the year. So, in a nutshell, that's the way things look as of right now for the weather. Incidentally, the record high in the state is 93. That was set back in 1933 and tied in 2011. A year ago, our high was 83. Our low was 73. As we mentioned yesterday, we had quite a string of days where our temperatures were in that middle 80 to low 90 degree range. We had a very warm June, mid-June a year ago. That's not the case this year. Record low in this state is 40. That was set back in 1977. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by, Rick Hollister from the Andersons. Hopefully he's got some good news. Quite a day yesterday as far as trading was concerned. I don't know if we can get 2 days in a row. We'll find out in a moment. But first of all, the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today.
I'm Steve Cook from the Cook Jam Superstore in Vassar with a Cook Inventory Update. With the continuing microchip crisis and today's gas prices, no one wants to drive or contact a dealership and find out that they only have 3 or 4 new vehicles in stock. At Cook Chevrolet, you'll find 23 Chevy Blazers currently in stock or arriving in time to be purchased or leased this month, starting as low as $206 a month. At Cook Chevrolet, you'll find 25 Chevy Equinoxes in stock or arriving this month with no first payment needed. And this month, Chevy Silverado pickup buyers will find 75, that's right, 75 crew cab 4-wheel drive Silverados starting as low as $368 a month. 25 Chevy Equinoxes, first payment waived. 23 Chevy Blazers from $206 a month. 75 Silverado pickups from $368. Visit or contact us today. That's Cook Chevrolet Buick, M15, top of the hill in Vassar.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease. $28.18 on Blazer, $29.15 on Silverado due at signing. Call or visit us online at cookchevybuick.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call for a quote today. We say good morning to Rick Hollister over at the Andersons. What's going on today, Rick?
Good morning, Terry. We are higher on corn and soybeans today, adding to yesterday's rally on corn and the beans as well. Wheat's going the other way. We're down 20 to 22 cents on wheat at the moment after being up 52 yesterday. So the choppy volatility over in that wheat market continues. And we just can't hardly make it a day without trading a 40, 50, 60, 80 cent range from high to low every day here in wheat. But the news from Ukraine and that on their ability to export and move some feed grain is real choppy day to day. Yes, no, maybe so. Maybe we can come up with an agreement. Maybe we can't. It just there's a new set of terms out again this morning from Russia. What needs to happen to let some of the Ukrainian grain hit out into the marketplace. So that's given us that volatility. Corn and soybeans are higher again today, although winding into after last week's sell-off, we're kind of winding into our USDA report coming out on Friday at noon. The energy markets are kind of stagnant today and just parked right at the recent highs. That underpins the soybean market a bit with soybean oil, but nearby soybean oil has traded lower most of the day today, just not by much. Crop progress last night, Terry, showed corn in a little better shape than what we had expected. Planting progress is completely caught up with average, and now the crop ratings of the crop that has emerged is quite high, 73, 74%. Good to excellent across the entire U.S. is an awfully good rating. It's above average. So that took a little steam out of us here this morning for a bit, but corn has rallied back and trying to keep its feet under it. And like I said, trying to wind into the crop report at the end of this week. A couple important numbers to watch. The ending stocks projection on corn for this new crop year is a little less than 1.4 billion. If we have any kind of weather problems here in the U.S. for our new crop, we could see some real fireworks. Soybeans are projected to be at the end of this new crop year a little bigger ending stocks than what we had this last year, Terry. So maybe we have a little room on the soybeans, but 310 million ending stocks projection is still not very big. If we have much of a weather scare, we could see some real fireworks there yet. But like you said earlier in the program, the weather looks pretty benign looking forward at the moment. Pretty normal precipitation and temperatures.
Yeah, it sure does. It sure does. So on the board right now, what do you have, Rick?
Yeah, at Hemlock for old crop corn, we're back over $7, but just barely. $7.02 at the moment. New crop corn at $6.55. Old crop soybeans at $17 even. New crop at $14.91. Old crop red wheat at $9.81. New crop at $9.76. Old crop white wheat is the same as red, $9.81. New crop white wheat at $9.86.
You have a great day, Rick. We'll talk to you again soon. All righty.
All righty. Thank you.
You bet. A little bit more as far as what the markets are doing. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining me. The market report brought to you by Krizak's House. If you've got to supply the food for an event coming up, here's the number for you. It makes it so easy, and they do such a great job. And you will definitely get a lot of compliments on the food. 989-894-5531. Krizak's House, corner of Cass and Michigan on Bay City South Side. And by the folks at Steiner Tractor, where they make new parts for old tractors easy. All you got to do is give them a call, 800-234-3280, or go to steinertractor.com. Doug Klein, what do you got now?
Well, crude oil made it over 120 today. No big deal, though. 120, 140, 180, whatever.
It doesn't make any difference the way
matter.
These prices are
do
going.
Whatever they want.
Yeah.
You know, the billionaires got what they want, and they're going to keep it. Exxon's within $3 of a 100-year high. Geez, I wish I'd have known that 1 year ago when it was about $35 a share. Now it's 102. I guess I'm not on the inside track there. Oh boy! But Yellen was talking today, trying to get the stock market turned around, and basically they looked at her and said, "You're so clueless; it's impossible to even believe a word you say." So they made a rally for about half an hour this morning, and now they're back in the red. So. Whatever. Here's your numbers. The July corn is 7.57 1/4, up 14 3/4. The December corn is 7.11 3/4, up 9 1/4. And the September of 23 corn is 6.59 1/4, up 7 3/4. July soybeans 17.25 1/4, up 26 cents. The November soybeans 15.47 3/4, up 14 1/4. And November of 23 soybeans, 14.10, up 5 3/4. July wheat is 10.67 3/4, down 25 1/4. The December wheat is 10.92, down 23 1/4. And July of 23 wheat is 10.88 1/2, down 18 1/4. Crude oil sitting at 119.28, up 78 cents. Heating oil is 432.05, down 4 cents. Gasoline is 408 1/2, down 10 3/4 cents. Natural gas 934 1/2, up 2 1/2 cents. Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar gets you 125.49 at the border. That's down 26 ticks. The U.S. dollar gets you 132.54 yen. That's up 67 ticks. The euro is at 106.97, up 3 ticks. The dollar's at 102.41, down 3 ticks. Gold's at $18.49.10, up $9.90. Silver's at $22.14, up 5.5 cents. Platinum's at $10.09. That's down $21.
All right. Well, have a good one.
God help us all.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to you later.
Mm-hmm.
Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Jerry Samalski joining me right now from Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. What should we be looking at right now, Jerry?
Hi, Terry. Today, Michigan Department of Ag and Rural Development is celebrating National Gardening Week and asking for help from the gardeners about the spread of invasive pests. One of the things we can do is we can leave firewood at home, not take it up north. And if you're going to burn a fire up north, use wood from wherever you're going to burn the fire and don't bring it back. Don't transport firewood. We've got pests like the Asian longhorn beetle and spotter and lanternfly that are around us, and we just want to slow that spread down. And they're talking about even plants. When you bring plants and trade plants with friends, locally maybe not so bad, but maybe someone and bringing plants back from maybe the UP or other areas, or bringing plants up there. Make sure they're from an approved source. Michigan Department of Ag does inspect our nurseries and greenhouses to make sure they're all clean and disease-free. But it's a real interesting thing. They've got a great article out. And I think, Terry, can you put that on your website?
I'd be more than happy to. They can go to Farm Service website and take a look at the link. Link on and take a look at the article. That sounds great. Jerry, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. All righty?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Jerry Samalski. We'll be right back.
Make the most of your land with a compact tractor from Hudson. We're offering 0% for 84 months financing on all new John Deere compacts through August 2nd, 2022. Own the popular 1025R with a loader and mower deck for $248 a month, or step up to the 3025E with a loader for $274 a month. Find yours today, in-store or online, and see if you qualify. Come by Hudson, your local John Deere dealer, or visit us online at HudsonInc.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Along with me, Steve Anderson at Baird and Company. Steve, what's going on in New York right now?
Well, we've been down, we've been up, and we've been sideways. Right this particular second, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is down about 30 points, putting it at 32,886. Volume's 310 million shares. The NASDAQ is down just over a point at 12,060. Volume there is 344 million shares. Stocks of local interest, we've got Caterpillar 224.22 up 59, Deere 363.30 up 39, CMS 70.83 down 37, Dow 66.94 down 12, DuPont 66.79 down 88, Corteva 61.44 down 28, GM 37.40 down 44, Trinzio 47.72 down 39. Walmart 122.38 down 250. Home Depot 298.23 down 566. Huntington Bank 13.56 down 14, and AT&T is unchanged at 20.94.
You have a great day, Steve. We'll talk to you again soon. All righty?
Yep. Get you next week. Bye-bye.
You bet. Steve Anderson over at Baird and Company. Just this reminder real quick, the Michigan Wheat Program Summer Field Day, that is scheduled for June the 16th at the Research Farm over in the Frankenmuth-Richville area. Now is the time to register for that field day. We'll be back at 12:30 with an update, so you stick around. But right now we conclude our program by the playing of our national anthem.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW FM.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Steve Kafin.
When survivors speak, change happens. When survivors speak,
a Philadelphia rally just days after a shooting on a busy street left 3 dead, 11 hurt. And in Washington, Congress hears from a man who lost his mother in the Buffalo supermarket massacre.
We're here to ask the people here to do their jobs, to live up to the oaths that they took, to serve and protect the people of this country.
Garnell Whitfield urging action against white supremacists and other extremists.
This didn't start with my mother's passing. This has been going on my whole life. I was born black, and I was treated differently from the day I was born.
Homeland Security warned today of the possibility of extremist attacks over the next 6 months heading into the midterm elections, and of possible copycat shootings based on disinformation about the Texas school attack. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer wants to get Republicans behind some kind of gun legislation compromise that's in the works.
It's only going to happen if both sides keep working. Only with that will hope for a compromise translate into real, concrete legislation.
Well, Target is canceling orders from some suppliers and looking to clear out unwanted inventory as shopping priorities have shifted because of inflation. Retail analyst Bert Flickinger.
For christenings and first communions and graduations, people were spending less on social suits and dresses for their children. They're going more to thrift stores rather than department stores.
Then it seems inflation has hit the climate crisis too.
For the first time, climate talks underway in Bonn, Germany, are quantifying the costs related to all forms of climate destruction. A new report by the British development charity Oxfam finds those costs have skyrocketed. At the same time, it says the rich countries responsible for most of the pollution and consumption linked to climate change have shouldered only a fraction of the resulting economic